Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Fatima Afrin. After a long gap, today I got some time to do live painting, and today I'm going to show you how to use a photograph like this as a reference. Many of us, as a beginner, many of you will feel a bit difficult in observing stuffs from photograph to paint. Basically, we are using photograph just to get the idea about how we gonna compose our painting. So your painting doesn't need to be exactly same as the reference picture. That is what you need to keep that in mind. um, so let's see what are all the things you need to observe from a photograph. First thing, you need to know what are all the elements, what are the things or in the photograph. So after observing those, you have to observe the shape of that object, and then we have to sketch it. So in this one, this is one of an easy reference picture I found from Google. I don't know the owner of the photograph. So, okay. So, in this photograph, we have the sky in the background. We have to look from the background. Okay. So, the sky is in the background, and next to the sky, we have the mountain, and next to the mountain, we have this range of some grass field, okay, over there, and underneath we have water. This is our horizon line. Okay, the line will be straight. So this is the vanishing point actually. After that we cannot see, right? So here we will have the vanishing point, that is horizon line, and after the horizon line we have a bunch of trees and grasses and all in the distance, and next to that we have some water, and then we have the trees and the reflection of the trees in the water. So the main thing, the big elements, big objects in our reference picture is sky, mountain, range of tree, and the reflection in water. So four things are in our reference picture, right? So firstly, whenever you paint, you have to paint from the background, then come to the middle ground, and then come to the foreground. Now we observe what are all the things in our reference picture. Now you need to know the colors of the object, right, or of the things in our reference picture. So today I'm going to use some simple colors, okay, to paint the sky and the mountain and the trees and the reflection. Water doesn't have any particular color. It reflects what are all the things around it. So water will have the color of the sky, the mountain, and the trees. So that's all. Let's see how to sketch this photograph, and then how to paint. And today I'm going to paint using acrylic paints. Okay, so if you have any doubt, you can just ask it in comment section. I'll try to answer it. Okay, so yeah, today I'm going to paint on this A5 size sketchbook. Okay, this is actually 165 GSM, 165 GSM A5 size sketchbook. Okay, if you wanna check out more of my works, landscape and also floral works, you can feel free to contact me via my Instagram handle art by Fatima. Okay, so here let's draw the horizon line first. Okay, our horizon is over here, right? So we need to divide the canvas into two. Okay, above half and the below half. Okay, in the above half, above the horizon line we have the sky and mountain, and below the horizon line we have water and bunch of trees. Okay, so let's divide this into two. Okay, I'm going to divide this paper into two. Okay, this is just a rough sketch actually. And now sky, water. Okay, so in the sky, next to the sky we have two mountains, one from here and another one over here. So I'm gonna draw a mountain from here, with some random ups and down. Okay, and the next one from here, just going this way. Okay, so this is the things in the first half. In the second half, we have some range of trees, right? So I'm just gonna draw the land first, and then from here we'll have few trees. Okay, you can draw with random ups and down. Okay, so we painted, I mean we sketched the things, rough sketch the elements we're gonna include in our painting. Let's start painting this. Okay, so for the sky I'm going to use cobalt blue and titanium white. Okay, okay, on the palette, cobalt blue, titanium white, I'm gonna use my 1/2 inch flat brush. Just wash your brush and drain the excess water. Okay, so I'm just gonna pick up the cobalt blue some and gonna mix the white with that. Acrylic, when acrylic dries, it will get 10% darker. So when you paint, it may look lighter, but when once it dries, it will look darker. So let's mix blue with white. The blue is cobalt blue and white is titanium white. Okay, so now I'm gonna paint the sky. It's okay if you cover the sketch also, the basic sketch. Okay, just one line with this mixture of blue and white. Now I'm gonna touch white alone. I haven't washed my brush. This mixture will be lighter comparing to the previous mixture. Okay, now I'm gonna paint it from bottom. Okay, you have to paint from the bottom and go towards the darker side so that you will get this smooth blending. Okay, go back and forth, and now I'm gonna pick up the white alone. Okay, when you observe the sky, the bottom part will be lighter comparing to the upper part. Okay, so I'm gonna start from here and go above and just moving towards the darker side. Okay, now we completed painting the sky, right? Now next to the sky, okay, you can even paint the clouds as well. You can touch little white. Okay, touch little white, and just you can do some circular motion, right? You can move your brush in the circular motion. I can just drag the color at the bottom. So you can add some clouds when the background is dry. Otherwise the color will get blended towards it and it won't look good. Okay, so now we completed painting the sky. Now, like I said, the color of the water depends on the color of the sky. So I'm going to use the same color combination to cover the background of the water as well. So for that, again, I'm gonna mix the blue with this white, maybe a bit lighter comparing to the sky color. Okay, now I'm just gonna paint it from the bottom. Okay, when we paint the sky, excuse me, I painted from the top and come towards the bottom. Now I'm gonna paint from the bottom and gonna go towards the top. Okay, now I'm going to touch the white. Okay, touch white and mix with that lighter blue, and now again going this way. Now I'm gonna pick up the white alone, okay, and just painting it from the horizon line, okay, towards the darker color side. Okay, now we cover the background for the mountain, the sky and the water. Okay, I'm touching white and drawing this line. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to paint the background for the mountain. Okay, so to paint the background for the mountain will be a bit warmer compared to the sky color. So I'm just gonna add a little touch of this burnt sienna along with this blue. You can touch magenta if you have. Okay, I'm gonna touch a little bit of burnt sienna along with this mixture, this sky color mixture. Okay, and just loading my brush. Okay, so now I'm gonna paint the background for the mountain. This will be a bit darker and warmer comparing to the sky color. So now the mountain in the front. For that again I'm gonna add little more burnt sienna and just gonna mix it with that. Okay, now I'm just gonna add the another mountain in the front. You can go with random ups and down, you can paint. Okay, now we will have the reflection in water of this mountain. So I'm gonna pick up the same color. I'm gonna start from here and just move it this way, vertical stroke. Okay, free vertical stroke. Don't give so much pressure, just light pressure is enough. Okay, so we got the reflection of the mountain in the water. Now let's paint the trees over here. So to paint the trees, I'm gonna add yellow and this Prussian blue hue. So I'm gonna have Prussian blue here and yellow. Now I'm going to add the tree. So one side I'm gonna load with Prussian blue hue, just tap it, okay, this way. And the other side touching green. See, I double loaded my brush with two colors. One side yellow, other side blue. Now I'm gonna dab it just like this to paint the outer line of that. Okay, so I'm just gonna start from here. I'm just gonna go just with random ups and down. Okay, see, I'm going up and coming down, so that way it will give you the look of some pine trees, right? The line of pine trees. And again touching blue and yellow the same way, loaded two colors, and now creating this way the height. Okay, so going up and coming down. For the front one, you can touch a little bit of burnt sienna to get the warmer look. Okay, so I'm gonna add this way. I loaded burnt sienna on the side of yellow. Okay, other side Prussian blue hue. See, now we completed this. Now to add the water effect, I'm just gonna use the same brush and just gonna do the vertical stroke again, the same way I did for the mountain, just like this. Okay, the same way here as well. Just make a little horizontal stroke. Okay, give less pressure to create the border. Okay, to create the base. Okay, now just drag the color downwards, and again you can touch the same color combination, yellow and Prussian blue hue, to add the reflection for this one. Okay, so we are using the colors around the water for the reflection. Okay, so now we completed this, right? Now actually we had a streak of trees in the background as well, right? So for that I'm gonna use my brush this way to add that one as well. Okay, and here as well, the blue, more blue. Okay, for that as well you can add the reflection. Okay, now I completed adding the background and the water reflection. Now I'm going to wash my brush. Let's add, you can add some light and shadow effect in your painting. Okay, so for the trees I used yellow on the right side. So for the mountains as well, I'm gonna add little touch of warm tones to give the light and shadow effect in my painting. So to give the warm effect, I'm gonna use little touch of yellow ochre. Okay, very little touch alone. So I'm just gonna add the yellow ochre, the warm color effect over here, this side. Okay, and I'm gonna touch a little bit of white along with that yellow ochre to make it more visible, to highlight that. Okay, again this side as well, yellow ochre and white. Okay, you can add some random strokes here and there to give some detail. Okay, here as well, the warm color. Okay, now I'm gonna add the stems for this. Okay, for the stem I'm gonna use black. Oops. Okay, okay, one side black, other side yellow ochre, on the side of yellow ochre little touch of white as well. Okay, now I'm gonna add the stem for the trees. Okay, so the sun is light source is coming from right side, so I'm gonna use the yellow ochre on the right side, black on the left side. And now I'm gonna add the stem. You can just dab it like this to get the vertical line, vertical tree trunk first. Okay, just dabbing, leaving some greens in between instead of making the line straight continuously. Okay, and the third over here up to the bottom, till the bottom. Okay, okay, you can load your brush again with black one side, yellow ochre on the other side. On the side of yellow ochre, I'm gonna touch white, okay, to make the yellow ochre a little more highlighted. Okay, again the same way, just like this. Like I told you, leave some space in between each stroke. Okay, if you observe this closely, the tree trunk is getting a bit deeper in the front and shorter in the back, right? Again, just like that. Give less pressure to get the thinner stroke. Okay, maybe at the bottom we can add something like that. See how beautifully we got? Don't rush. Maybe the trees in the background will get the thinner trunk, and the trees in the foreground will get some thicker strokes, thicker stem. So according to that, you have to give pressure. Okay, maybe let's put this in the front. See how beautifully we got? Again, add some background tree trunks as well. Some incomplete trunks. Okay, got it? And also in the reflection also you need to add that. Okay, just like that. It doesn't need to be perfect, but still when you add it, it will make an impact in your painting. Excuse me. Okay, right, we completed adding this, and also you can add some stems in the side way, going outside, just like that. Some random stems, branches, maybe. The same way, load with black, yellow ochre. On the side of yellow ochre, touch white. Okay, just like that. Even smaller mistake, smaller detail make an impact in your painting. So don't rush. Just try to experiment. Okay, your painting doesn't need to be same as the reference picture. That's what I keep saying you. Okay, to give the depth in the painting, I'm just gonna, over here, to give some depth, to show some shadow the bottom effect, I'm gonna add black and just add the line and just moving it above, like give less pressure and move your brush just like that. Okay, see, now we got this. Again from here as well, also for the water reflection as well, just like that. Okay, and over here also I'm gonna add some depth using black. Okay, black, and just adding some depth just like that. Create the border, the land effect. Okay, just like that. You can add some yellow ochre to give the highlighted effect, just like this. On top of the black. Okay, and you can add those kind of streaks on water as well. Excuse me. Give less pressure and move it like a horizontal movement. Okay, don't hide all the reflection. Excuse me. Just like that. Just wavy kind of effect, See here as well. Here as well. Okay, somewhere here and there. Okay, something like that. Give very less pressure. Okay, this is number, okay, half-inch flat brush maybe. The number is not here. Okay, I can add some kind of tree trunk floating over there. So I'm gonna pick up black and yellow ochre, white the same way. So I'm gonna start from here with a thin line, less pressure, and increase the pressure a bit over here, and just like that add it here. And now add the water reflection in opposite direction. See, we got this. It's like floating. So now we need to add the highlight. That is what make our artwork looks realistic even more. Okay, so to add the highlight, I'm just gonna wash my brush and I'm gonna pick up titanium white alone. Okay, and now I'm just gonna add some dots. Okay, the highlighted effect over here. Just dab it a bit slowly. Don't add too much white. Okay, just touch, lift, touch, lift. So that's how. Create the border first. Okay, and here as well. Do this in between the reflection and the painting. I mean the subject, the trees or mountain, whatever. Okay, over here as well. Okay, touch white. Just like that. Okay, so now on top of the reflection, just add some tiny highlight, just like that. Tap it a bit, leave some space in between. Okay, don't add too much white. Okay. When the water touches the land, it will have some white highlights. So that's a simple trick you can remember. Okay, it's like that. Now just cut the reflection using titanium white. Okay, don't add too much white, but still the white make big difference in your painting. Touching bit, little by little. See, now the water is getting life, right? And also over here underneath the trunk, just add some water mark. Okay, the wave effect. Okay, just like that. If you don't like anything, you can always go back and correct it. Okay, and the waves which are getting closer to you will be bigger comparing to the waves in the background. Okay, so we're almost done this painting. I really love this. I hope you guys too. I'm done. See, this is what we have painted now, and this is what the reference picture is. This is the reference picture. Excuse me. And this is what we painted. See, the painting is not exactly same, but still we use a reference to get the idea about how we gonna compose our painting. The same elements are there, the same sky, mountain, trees and water with reflection. The same thing, sky, mountain, water, trees and its reflection. But they are not the same one, right? So this is the purpose of using reference picture. I hope you guys learned about how to use a reference picture in your painting. Instead of copying other artists' artwork, try to use a photograph as a reference, because just like here, we remove certain things from our reference. If you use a painting as your reference, the artist already removed certain things in the photograph, right? So they already make it simple. When you use a painting of other as a reference, you again remove certain things which you are not comfortable with and make it even simpler. So I prefer to use photograph as a reference to get more idea and knowledge about painting and practice is what needed here. So practice every day. You can see the improvement in your painting. Okay, so I hope you guys learned something from this video today. Thank you so much for joining. If you try the same painting and if you did this along with me, don't forget to share it via my Instagram handle, Art by Fatima, ARTBYFATHIMA. And if you share it in your Instagram, then do tag me. I'll be more than happy to see all of your works. Okay, so okay guys, thank you so much. In the next video, next live session, I plan to paint this scenario. So okay, let's see when I'm gonna do this one. Until then, it's bye bye from Fatima, friend. Take care of you. Good night. Here it's night, so good night. Bye bye.